My name is Jackie Klein, and this is my PEAK presentation. The PEAK system focuses on a process called contingency-based or directly trained learning. This occurs when correct responses to questions are increased by feedback following the response. This type of learning is used with early language acquisition and requires few prerequisite academic skills. The PEAK curriculum is individualized for each learner based off deficits from the initial assessment. The purpose of the study is to test the effectiveness of the PEAK system on total response scores of 3 programs for 1 participant. The participant in the study included one 4-year-old boy diagnosed with autism who has received ABA services for 3 months. When this boy first started services, he had very limited verbal skills, and now he has significantly increased vocalization since the start of services. The study was conducted in a quiet, secluded area in the basement of the child's home. The testing area consisted of a chair, small table, reinforcing items, and program materials. The study was conducted over 7 sessions, and the participant completed the experiment in its entirety. The maximum length of each session was approximately 30 minutes. A multiple baseline across skills design was used for the participant. Design was effective in measuring the effects of PEAK across multiple skills. The procedure for this study is as follows. First, conduct the PEAK direct training assessment to determine the current repertoire of the learner. Second, choose 3 relevant programs to teach a child that are absent in his or her current report. I chose one-step motor imitation, vocal commanding, and receptively labeling body parts. And finally, use the PEAK curriculum and teach the 3 programs using a multiple baseline across skills design. The dependent variables in this study were the total response scores for all 3 programs: one-step motor imitation, vocal commanding, and receptively labeling body parts. The independent variable was the intervention itself. Inter-observer agreement was recorded on 25% of the sessions and found to be 96%. The total response scores for all 3 programs per session is represented in the multiple baseline across skills graph to the right. Both baseline data and PEAK data are displayed. Baseline data remained fairly consistent, whereas the participant displayed an increase in total response scores for all 3 programs following introduction of the PEAK intervention. Implications. PEAK is an effective contingency-based intervention to use with learners needing early language acquisition. Limitations include minimal programs researched in the study, minimal data taken in a very short amount of time, and that only 1 participant was used. Future research should be done over a longer period of time with multiple participants and may be compared to other discrete trial training programs or interventions based off results of the VB map.